In this video, we are going to talk about Mars in the sign of Gemini and through the nakshatra of Mrigashira, Ardra and Punarvasu. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic astrology. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one, and these videos will help you grow further faster into Vedic astrology and learn Vedic astrology step by step. Mars into the sign of Gemini. What is Mars? We have made a separate video on Mars. You can go and watch that. I will put a link into the description section, but we'll quickly cover what is Mars in a birth chart. Mars is a planet of energy. Mars is the planet which is the commander-in-chief of the celestial cabinet. Sun is the king, moon is the queen, and Mercury is the prince, and Mars is the commander-in-chief of this celestial cabinet. So he is like a soldier. He is a disciplined soldier who likes to take dedicated action, but he is obeying the orders of the sun. He's obeying the orders of the soul. He is self-driven, self-motivated, and a guided consciousness. So it is all about the vitality, energy, enterprising nature, starting things, initiating things, individuality, non-cooperation, ambition, war, competition, blood, and strength, emotional strength, physical strength. All these things can be seen with Mars. Mars is also the karaka of your siblings. Mars also represents land and real estate. So let's talk about what happens when you have Mars, this energy, into the sign of Gemini. We have 3 nakshatras into the sign of Gemini. The 2 padas of Mrigashira nakshatra, 4 padas of Ardra, and 3 padas of Punarvasu. Mrigashira nakshatra is dasha ruled or ruled by Mars. So when Mars is in the Mrigashira nakshatra 4th pada, it goes into the Scorpio namansha, which is its own namansha. Now the otherwise passive nakshatra of Mrigashira might take action with this placement. Now Mars into the Ardra nakshatra. When Mars goes into the Ardra nakshatra into the 2nd pada is the Capricorn namansha. Here Mars gets exalted. So if you have Mars into the sign of Gemini in Ardra nakshatra into the 2nd pada, you will experience the best martial qualities and the higher plane activities of the Mars in Gemini as well. Next is the 4th namansha of the Ardra nakshatra, which is Pisces, is also great for Mars, but these people have to involve themselves into a relationship. They have to be careful with respect to the relationship because they might be indifferent with the relationship, because now it's into the Pisces namansha, which is a deep water. So they have to be active with their relationships. Now let's talk about the Punarvasu nakshatra. Punarvasu nakshatra is dasha ruled or ruled by Jupiter. When Mars comes into the 1st pada of the Punarvasu nakshatra, it goes in its own namansha of Aries. And again, here Mars manifests at its higher level because now it's into the fire element sign, fire element pada, and it operates at its highest level. Next, when Mars goes into the 3rd pada of the Punarvasu nakshatra, it becomes Vargottama in air element. So now we can experience and highlighted significations of Mars into the Gemini in this pada, because now it is in its Vargottama sign. What is the sign of Gemini? Gemini is an air element sign ruled by Mercury, and it is one of the dual sign. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And what is Mercury? Mercury is the planet of intellect, is the planet of communication. Mercury also represents the fun-loving nature, networking, relationship, cooperation, artistic talent, words. Mercury also is a shrewd businessman. So Gemini holds that signification of the diplomacy and getting things done intelligently without hurting someone diplomatically is what Gemini is all about due to the Mercurian impact. Now let's talk about the dual nature of the Gemini. Gemini sign is a dual sign along with the Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. And one of the features of the dual sign is it holds the signification of the fixed nature and allows some adjustment for that consciousness to move to the Chara sign. Okay, so you will always find the dual sign between the fixed sign and a Chara sign. Okay, so Gemini is between a fixed sign of Taurus and the cardinal or Chara sign of the Cancer. So it allows that fixed Taurus to transform it into an emotional Cancer energy with the duality of the Mercury, which is intelligent, which is communicating, which can understand the things and is capable of this transition. Now Mars comes into the sign of Gemini. The planet of individuality, Mars comes into the sign of cooperation. Now Mars doesn't feel comfortable here for this signification because Mars is an individual planet. So Mars likes to be in Aries, Mars likes to be in Capricorn or Leo or Sagittarius, where he is allowed to be himself, where he can go and achieve his goals. Mars is a go-getter, so he doesn't like to wait for others to help him to achieve his own goals. So he feels frustrated here due to this signification. Mars is the planet of strength and energy and motivation. Now this planet comes into the sign of communication, which is all about words or speaking with other people. Communication. Now it can manifest in a couple of ways. Either these people can speak inspiring words to get their things done. They will inspire their colleagues. They will inspire those who are working for him, his team, to get the things done for him. Or he may not be wise in using the words. He may be rash. He may be aggressive in using the words in his communication, and that might hurt someone. So the person with the Gemini Mars has to be careful with the words he uses. Next is Mars is the planet of energy, vitality and vigor and outdoor activities. And Gemini is the sign which loves fun activities, which has the Mercurian impact, which is a youthful energy. So the energy of Mars conjuncts with the youthful energy of Mercury. Now here Mars feels at home. Now Mars loves Gemini for this signification. Now Mars and Mercury create an youthful, energetic person who is ready to explore things, who is ready to explore into the adventure. These people can go for adventure sports or any youthful fun activity. These people are great at it. Mars is the planet of individuality and Gemini is the sign of cooperation and connecting with people. So when this rash energy of Mars comes into the communication or dealing with others, these people have to be diplomatic. When a person have Mars into the sign of Gemini, we talked about the words, using words carefully, but overall the diplomacy part of the Gemini or Mercury in general is lacking with Mars in the Gemini. The Mars in the Gemini person is straightforward and that might hurt somebody. A person with the Mars in the Gemini may have the best of the interest, may have the best of the intentions, but with this rash energy and lack of diplomacy will lead them to ending up hurt someone. So you have to be careful and be diplomatic while using the words, and just visualize what impact you might have on the other person. So yes, this was Mars into the sign of Gemini, as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you want to dive deep into Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen, go and watch them. These videos will help you to dive deep into Vedic astrology and start your journey into Vedic astrology. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.